Welcome to another deep dive, everyone. Today we're heading to South America to check out the Amazon rainforest.
Sounds fun.
It is a fascinating place. I mean, just think about it. It's home to something like 110th of all the species on Earth.
It really gives you a sense of the scale of biodiversity we're talking about.
Absolutely. And we'll be using excerpts from the Wikipedia article on the Amazon rainforest to guide our exploration.
Perfect jumping off point.
Right. So whether you're brushing up for a meeting or just curious to learn more, you're in for some interesting insights.
Looking forward to it.
Me too. Now, the Amazon is vast, right? It covers over 7 million square kilometers.
Wow, that's huge.
Yeah. For comparison, that's almost the size of Australia. And it spans across 9 different countries.
9. Wow.
Yep. Though Brazil takes the cake, holding about 60% of the Amazon basin.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
I always think of Brazil when I hear about the rainforest.
Me too. And here's a cool fact. The Amazon River's drainage basin wasn't always as we see it today.
Oh, what do you mean?
So, millions of years ago, the river actually flowed in 2 different directions.
2 different directions.
Yeah, one part towards the Atlantic and the other towards the Pacific. It only unified into its current form relatively recently.
Relatively recently in geological terms, I'm guessing?
Exactly, somewhere between 5 and 10 million years ago.
Still mind-boggling to think about.
It is. And speaking of mind-boggling, let's talk about the history of human presence in the Amazon.
Always a fascinating topic.
It is. You know, there's this common misconception that the Amazon was this pristine, uninhabited wilderness before Europeans arrived.
Yeah, I've heard that too.
But the reality is far more interesting. The Wikipedia article highlights evidence of settlements dating back at least 11,200 years.
Wow. So people have been living there for a very long time.
A very long time. And by the year 1500, it's estimated that between 5 and 8 million people were living in the Amazon basin.
That's more than I would have guessed.
Right. And they weren't just scattered hunter-gatherers. They had complex societies with agriculture, established trade routes, and even built roads and bridges.
That definitely challenges the image of an untouched wilderness.
It does, and there are even more fascinating clues to this ancient past.
Like what?
Well, you've probably heard of geoglyphs, those massive earthworks that are only visible from the air.
Oh yeah, like the Nazca Lines in Peru?
Exactly. And similar geoglyphs have been discovered in the Amazon, but they were hidden beneath the dense forest canopy for centuries.
So they only became visible after deforestation.
Exactly, a sobering reminder of how much we still have to learn about the Amazon's past.
It makes you wonder what else is out there waiting to be discovered.
For sure. And then there's this thing called terra preta, which is incredibly fertile soil created by indigenous people centuries ago.
I've heard of that. It's like super soil.
Yeah.
Much richer than the surrounding soil.
Exactly. And its existence suggests that large portions of the Amazon weren't just wild jungle, but were actively managed and cultivated for agriculture.
That's fascinating.